Both hands. So shot. Coming back off the instant. Between Vertonghen and Alderweireld, they really... Pedro out there on that right-hand side. Davis is in such an advanced position, only 3 minutes into this game. Really did Pedro the opportunity to get at that.
It was that time that Rudiger was attacking the... Drifted in by Hazard towards Barkley at the near post. Martin Atkinson, it seems. Hooked in by Hazard, Giroud, Barkley, Rudiger. Scratched it.
Too quick with this snapshot. As you see there, Azpilicueta fouling one player, falling into Llorente. Giroud tries to go with the acrobatics and Barkley just can't swivel his hips enough. And two Tottenham players going to ground. I think both of them fouled by Azpilicueta. A couple of ricochets.
Second leg, 5-1. Here's Ericsson. Davis.
Suddenly the 3v3, 4v3. Davis into a wide area.
Mella. Azpilicueta. Nicked away from David Luiz.
On that right-hand side, took three defenders in, giving Azpilicueta an opportunity to go in. Llorente.
Hazard. Alderweireld unsure. Gazzaniga.
He did. Hazard just sort of left it in a good area and...
Kicked it again by Hazard. And it came out to Conte! And Chelsea level it up! N'Golo Conte with the crispest of connections. And the Blues are bouncing.
Well, it's something out of nothing, really. Corner half cleared by Spurs to the edge of that penalty area.
Hazard's free kick. Got it right. Here is Hazard. Away from Sissoko. Hazard's cross. Giroud couldn't smuggle it in.
It's left-hand side. Knows he's up against Sissoko. Fancies his chances. Fires it hard and low. And
well, there's Pedro. Azpilicueta wide of him. Cesar Azpilicueta. Hazard too! And Chelsea have turned it on its head. And Chelsea stare down Wembley Way.
Well, that is a huge goal in the way this tie's going. Chelsea finally getting themselves in front. It's just the speed of thought. Barkley takes such a quick free kick. Eric Dyer is not in that position. They may not have linked up, but...
Aurier's cross came off Lamela and bounced kindly for Kepa. Alderweireld caught on it. Hazard's on his way. Giroud's alongside. It's Eden Hazard, Alderweireld's challenge.
A game and a half of a semi-final. Certainly deserved to be in front. I'm sure that's...
That's a super ball. And here's Pedro. Vertonghen's got the problem. Pedro's kept on running. Giroud took a man away. And Pedro set it for Conte. First half in which Chelsea have almost throughout been the preeminent force.
They have, and 2-0 at half-time in this game alone certainly doesn't flatter this Chelsea.
He can on their flexibility to...
Problems to Chelsea. Pochettino's made a switch at half-time, not personnel.
It's the second half.
But despite that change for Spurs, the second half started pretty much as pretty.
In by Hazard. And cracked goal by...
It amazes me. Look at the space that Jorginho and Kante still have on the edge of that.
Vertonghen, Ericsson, scooped up towards Dyer and hit
there. Alderweireld probably needed to let it come down just another half a yard before he made...
Rented wide for Rose again. It's Rose's cross and Spurs are level again! Llorente with the goal of which he dreamed! Boy, he has thirsted for that! Fernando Llorente, and the tie once more is all square.
That man is delighted. That is his bread and butter. Crosses into the penalty area. He wants to occupy centre-halves. He wants the ball to be wide. And at the start of this second half, that's what Spurs have done. Danny Rose
A clincher at West Ham now. Here's Giroud at the other end. Olivier Giroud, and Gazzaniga just about holds on.
Eric Dyer doesn't get across. You probably expected him to aim for that far pub and run that is from N'Golo Kante. And at first you think Giroud's offside, but the timing of the pass is impeccable. Giroud's but since half-time.
Conte, Hazard's on his way here. Eden Hazard!
In those areas, maybe it took a little bubble. Certainly under a little bit of pressure from Aurier, but you still expect the net to see the net ripple. Couple of deflections, but N'Golo Kante again, perpetual motion, creating that chance in themselves. An extra 10 or 15 yards each.
Flags up.
He just drifted half a yard offside. You wonder sometimes how the VAR insisted.
Hazard. From a very Hazard. It's come down here for Rudiger, who was Liga Spurs' second choice goalkeeper. He's played 8 times before tonight and they've won every time. Bezio
pick his spot past Kepa in that goal. He tries for the will. Coutinho gets it all wrong. Llorente just controls that. He's got all fantastic by Gazzaniga, but what a pass this is. You think it's going to Lamela. Fantastic
away by Vertonghen, hit by Giroud, came down for Conte, who sidestepped Winks and Sissoko, then Pedro! Rick Lamela. Hit away by Conte. Into the final quarter of the game now. Gazzaniga's clearance has come down here for Lucas Moura!
Spurs, and Rudiger just doesn't mark Moura. Moura runs from deep, clearly onside. Rudiger never...
Rose. Into the arms. That's Piliqueta. Hazard!
Into different areas of the field all night long. Spurs haven't been able to figure out where the player we all know he's capable of this evening. Picking the ball up in pockets and...
Hazard. That's Piliqueta. On by Giroud. Willian with Chelsea's corner. Which is...
Poor from Willian. Expect such quality from him when he's on a set piece, whether it be a free kick.
Hazard, Emerson, Sanchez in front of Cole.
What Hazard's going to do, goes perfectly timed with the run from Eriksen.
Giroud, put a bit on it. Hazard, clear of Dyer, whipped in by Emerson. Giroud missed it. There's Willian.
Striker of his quality. Got to be making a better connection with it, has his eyes on the ball, watches it all the way onto his foot. Chelsea worked this really well down that left-hand side. He's 7 or 8 yards out.
Little push and run away from Aurier. It's Emerson's cross, and
on this occasion, it's exactly what he wants. Just go and head that. Earlier in this half about Llorente, demanding crosses.
Giroud. Historically so. Olivier Giroud's miss right at the end there. Eriksen is calm. Willian for Chelsea. Lamela. Goalkeeper went the right way. He had. That's Piliqueta. Gave it plenty. Dyer has flown at Chelsea, for whom all, including the new Jorginho, with obligation on the shoulders of Lucas Moura, who is denied, and Chelsea are on the... Luiz, long run, and for sure he tucks it home.
A lot more possession as well. Didn't quite get the goals that some of their play warranted over the course of the 2 legs.